Were you really big on Game Boy or no?
Like, I didn't dislike it, but here's what happened. I had already played the Game Gear, and I saw that it was in color, and I played it.
And it was backlit, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was backlit, and I really wanted the Game Gear. I eventually got the Game Gear, and the Game Gear ended up being my first handheld console that I actually kept, because what happened to my Game Boy was, slightly after Christmas, I asked my parents to return it for another game. I was like, you know what? I'd rather get the Game Gear, and because I know the game. I had a conversation with my parents. I sat them down. I'm like, listen, I really appreciate.
Look, here's how it is.
Really appreciate that you got me the Game Boy, but really, it's in black and white. And I've already seen the Game Gear, so. Was the Game Boy about $100 or so, something like that? I'd really appreciate if we could return the Game Boy. I think that would be a better use of your hard-earned money. I'm like 10 years old, having like this.
Yeah.
And they did. They brought it back and they got me another game. And then later on, I got the Game Gear. I sort of regret the decision because Game Boy is awesome. But at the time, it wasn't even so much that Game Boy was in black and white. That didn't bother me, but it was the backlight thing, because it was kind of like hard to see.
You couldn't play it in the dark.
And that's what's so cool about what we're doing right now, is we're playing it on Super Nintendo on a TV.
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine that? Like now it's crazy to think back that you could
with the 3DS and like everything. Yeah.
You couldn't play it in the dark. I mean, it still comes down to the games, but that's definitely true. To have it in color and have it backlit was a big deal. That's your portable console. That's the reason you have it, is because when you're not home, that's what you have to bring with you, and that was all you had. Because like if you're gonna pay the money for the Game Boy game, they weren't that much cheaper than NES games.
Yeah.
So that's why I never played Operation C. Let's give it a shot and see what this is, because that's part of what these videos are all about, is getting the chance to play stuff that we never
really
yet.
got the chance to play.
And it doesn't mean that I never wanted to. I always wanted to play these games, but
looks and sounds like Contra to me.
Yeah.
The music's better than I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm. The control's not bad.
There you go. You got spread.
It's a little slower than NES Contra, but not bad. Yeah, I know. Oh shit! God damn it! They're gonna spawn me right there.
That's the same thing that happened to you when we were playing with Doug.
Yeah. When they spawn you right above the.
What is the H? What does the H stand for? Oh, heat seeker. That's cool.
Heat-seeking spread. That's
something that's not in the NES version. Oh, look at that. That's awesome.
Oh shit! And there it goes.
Oh, well, it was awesome. I was impressed until you ruined it. That's a lot better than the fire in the NES version.
It is, yeah.
That's way cooler.
The way it like circles.
This isn't bad actually so far. People are saying this is bad. This isn't bad.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want?
I mean, for a portable Contra game back in the 80s.
Like what? Yeah. What more could you want? What do you expect? I thought maybe they were gonna change it up and make it like
something totally different
perspective or something, but it's exactly what you think it would be.
Oh god, it's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again. Oh, never mind.
Ooh.
Oh, do you think there's
the code? You should try to do the code. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, select start. Or up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, BA,
here, you just do
select start for 2 players. But this is Game Boy, so up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, select start. I don't think this is gonna work.
It is B and A. I do know that. Nah, rest 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have done it wrong. Have any opinion on Contra Force?
I think the deal is it wasn't really meant to be a Contra game, and then it just...
did they just slap a Contra name on it?
They slapped the name on it, because you're fighting people, not like aliens and stuff. So something about it, you wish it was Contra when you're playing it. I have to play it again, but when you're playing it, you just feel like you wish it was Contra, but it isn't. It's close. It's close to it. It's the same type of gameplay, but the moves aren't exactly the same. The control is different. Slightly different enough where it just feels like this isn't right, But it's not a terrible game.
Is Contra your favorite video game franchise?
I mean, Contra, Zelda, Castlevania, Mario.
That's not really the question though. Like, would you pick Mario above Contra?
I mean,
I feel like it's your favorite.
It's one of the food groups almost. It's like you have meat and vegetables and stuff, and like Contra. It's kind of like you can't exclude one thing without the other.
Right.
So
can't have your meat without your potatoes.
Yeah, basically. You gotta have it all.
Can't have your Castlevania without your Metroid, I guess.
Yeah. Oh God, Metroid. Yeah.
We're gonna get to Metroid, folks.
Yeah.
soon.
It's a big one. It's a big task because we want to play a lot of it.
Yeah.
I would love to play the original Metroid all the way through. Because I mean, I have as a kid. I beat the game as a kid, but I haven't. It's been years since, and we don't have it recorded. And that's part of this. Is now we're recording history.
Yeah.
We don't have recordings of us beating Metroid.
Yeah.
But
This is actually why James and I, one of the reasons why we really like to do this is we actually get to record these videos and then we know exactly which games we played. So it's like it's like being able
shit,
to.
I was looking at the timer.
It's like an archive of our game playing experience. We're just going to Contra. I know exactly what else we need to do with Contra because we recorded it, so now I can remember. Like there's a
Shit.
video of it, and now I know. Okay, you know what left we have to do with Contra? We still have to play the original game and try to beat it on 3 lives, 2-player, which we still have not done. Basically, we need to do what we failed at last time. Someday we should try that again. I think we
Yeah.
could do it.
I just realized I'm playing a classic Contra game that I never played.
That's why we need to play more Game Boy.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, there's Castlevania games, there's Mario games,
Yep.
there's Metroid games, there's
Some
endless.
which I've played,
There's
some
Turtle
which I
games.
haven't actually.
you know,
Metroid
Zelda
2.
games, there's Link's
Yeah.
Awakening.
And I loved Metroid 2 when that came out. Link's Awakening is just crazy. I still have to play that. I didn't get around to every Game Boy game because I was too busy with NES and with Super Nintendo, all the consoles that I only had a few Game Boy games to take with me. Like, okay, here's Tetris, Dr. Mario, Super Mario Land, you know. I didn't get everything. And if Game Boy games were cheaper than they were, I would have probably had more, but it was like $30 for a Game Boy game and $50 for an NES game, and it's like, well, just get an NES game.
There's never been an AVGN episode about a Game Boy game.
You mean just a Game Boy
yes.
game. Yeah.
Is there never been a Game Boy Nerd episode because you feel it would be unfair?
Yeah.
Because the games
It's like
are
you're picking on,
it's
like-
portable, so it's like what do you
it's like-
expect?
exactly. It would have to be extraordinarily bad. It couldn't just be like this is a
It would have to be bad for Game
yeah,
Boy.
it can't be like okay, Street Fighter 2 on Game Boy. Okay, it's a watered down version of Street Fighter 2 on Super Nintendo. Of course it is. Like
Right.
of course it's not going to be as good as the console version. So yeah, I think it's unfair. I think it has to be something that's for one thing it would ideally be a game that's exclusive to Game Boy, and it would have to be terrible. And there'd also have to be some kind of expectation where it could have been good.
If anybody has any good exclusive Game Boy games that they think would
Good, bad.
good meaning good for an AVGN episode, a terrible game. Any suggestions? Let us know.
Ah! Did you see that?
You know, one Game Boy game that gets requested a lot for a nerd episode is
Yeah.
Shaq Fu on Game Boy.
Shaq Fu on Game Boy.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
it's
don't,
like,
don't you feel
don't
that
you
it's
think it'd
unfair?
be
It's
worse?
unfair. Yeah, well, of course it's gonna be worse.
it's already bad enough. Like you know.
Jump and shoot down.
And what I love about this is that it's not the same. It's
Not the
not
same
the same
boss.
Contra game. This is a totally different game.
Yeah, they did something original with it.
So it's basically like it's an exclusive Contra game for Game Boy,
And that's awesome.
it's really awesome. And I'm starting to feel like I need to practice it. You get that same feeling like you want to play it again and again to get good at it. And it's that same feeling you get from the other Contra games. I actually am really surprised that this is.
As good as it is.
I mean, it looks and feels like Contra.
Well, guess what? It is Contra.
It sure is. You know, I gotta admit, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Can't you just fire down when?
I am, but I don't know what I'm supposed to hit. That's the problem.
I think it's those.
the missiles.
The missiles, like when the thing just comes up and when the thing's open, just jump up and fire down.
So basically, hit the opening that the missiles are coming out of.
When they open up. I mean, that's what I would think. I could be wrong. But like right there, yeah, there, like that,
All right.
boom, like
Gotcha.
when they open.
All right.
I don't know why I know that.
You never
Just,
played.
it kind of, I don't know. I played a lot of video games, so I just kind of
Yeah.
get, you know.
I always thought that was just where the missiles are coming out, but
Yeah.
they're the targets.
It's
as
kind of
well.
like, imagine there's a man in there and he's
Yeah,
like
I guess
he's like
so.
lighting the fuse or whatever. Well, you got to shoot the guy before he lights the
Yeah.
rocket to go off.
There you go. You were right. And that is stage 1 of Operation C.
Oh, of course.
And I love these stages. Yeah,
I do too, actually. I just didn't expect it.
Yeah. Oh, this game's great. Actually, you know what? This is closer to. I could already tell this is like Super C.
Yeah.
It's a lot closer to that one than it is original Contra. If I had my chronology all in place, this would be the third Contra.
Chronologically confused
I
about
think.
Contra.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if I actually am not sure if this came out. I'm assuming this came out at the same time or after Super C, and I would assume it came out before Contra 3, but I've been wrong before. But even on Game Boy, Contra is still
This is awesome,
one of the
actually.
best. It's like
I heard people were saying, I've read comments that this is not a good game. Are you kidding? This is awesome. Who the fuck thinks this is not good?
I don't know. Maybe it gets bad later. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, so far it's awesome. I read a comment the other day somewhere that somebody said Metroid Fusion sucked, and I think that's one of the best Metroid games.
I don't know if I played that. To tell you the truth.
Oh, you haven't played it?
And what is that? Game Boy Advance?
That's Game Boy Advance, yeah.
Okay.
But I think I played it on Game Boy SP though.
Okay. Yeah,
that game's fucking awesome.
I need to play that.
That pissed me off. Somebody said that. I mean, I guess everybody's entitled to their opinion, but
Yeah,
some games I feel like are that's like if somebody said Super Mario Brothers sucks. It's like, come on. I guess I'm not supposed to be fighting that thing. See, now I just learned that. Well, that's the thing. You gotta learn as you go.
This game's awesome.
Oh, this part. Don't shoot that thing that's right in front of you.
Don't shoot the thing in the middle?
Yeah, shoot
All
the
right.
shot side guns. Maybe you shoot that last or something.
They're sonic booms. They're batarangs.
Don't let the batarang get you.
Oh yeah, it's doing damage, yeah.
Okay. How do you know it's doing damage?
When it makes the ricochet sound, which Doug pointed out, which is so true that
Oh, I thought he was I didn't know that was true.
it is like that ricochet sound is the sound of damage in this game. Ding 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 that. You know what, this really is actually, now I'm starting to realize, a kind of a port of Super C. But it's different though. Oh god!
Oh, or not.
Because there's plenty more Mondays coming up, so
Yeah.
that means plenty more games. Am I right or am I right?
Well, you are right. That's gonna be the new promo for James and Mike Mondays. There's many more Mondays, so that means many more games, man.
Many more Mondays, many more games.
You know what people like about James and Mike Mondays? People don't like Mondays because they gotta go to work or go to
that's
school.
right.
So it's the one thing to look forward to.
We're doing our little part of making your Mondays a little bit better.
Oh. Wow. Throwing out all the advertisements for the show this week. But now we need to have like a little jingle for James and Mike Mondays. You know what my favorite jingle is? The Folgers coffee. The best part of waking up. Look at this. See, this is a different boss. I was expecting the Death Moss's looking guy. Ooh, shit. Don't die, don't die, don't die.
I'm dead, or I'm already dead.
Do we have another?
We probably do. You want to try, or?
You have practice, so I'll let you do it.
Okay.
But only if you beat it.
Only if I. Okay.
If you die, you're not allowed.
If I die, if I die, I'm not allowed. And I'm gonna die because I'm laughing so. And you know, we also still gotta play Contra 3 and Contra Hardcore.
Yeah, and there's other Contra games besides those. I have a few on like PlayStation 2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even recall the title. Like Contra Neo or something.
You know what? Contra 4, which was one of my favorite.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite. I remember I played that at E3 before it came out, and I was really hyped for that one. Contra 4 is one of my favorite DS games, and I don't know how we could play DS games on this.
Yeah, because I could do on the Game Boy Advance player. I could do Game Boy Advance games on the GameCube, but to do DS,
yeah, I don't know if we can get that.
Hey, somebody leave in the comments how we can record on a TV Nintendo DS games. I will read the comments and I will take it to heart because we would like to play Contra 4 for the show.
Also, when it's a handheld console, it's going to be shaking a lot because it's in your hand, and you know.
Isn't that how you recorded the fucking AVGN Virtual Boy episode? Like,
yeah. Well, the Virtual Boy one, at least the controller was not. The controller wasn't the screen. You know, it wasn't handheld in that way. It was like still the controller. Like I had.
Yeah.
So I was looking into the camera.
Oh, it's not like you'd be shaking the.
I was looking. It was still really hard. That was one of the hardest things I ever did. but I had to take the Virtual Boy apart a little bit so that I can get the camera in there, and then I'm looking through the camera while playing the game. So it's like the camera's in between me, and still it didn't work that great, but it was okay.
Wow. Is it dead?
Oh,
that was only a mid-boss?
Mid-boss, yeah.
Mini-boss.
Mini-boss.
Mid-boss? What am I talking
It'd be more like a Threshold Guardian.
Who are the guys that just wait in the waterfalls? Like, how exactly are they?
How are they in the waterfalls?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah, so no robotic spider.
What the fuck
I guess
is
I'm
this
supposed
gonna
to
do?
jump on it?
I wonder if that thing's gonna drop.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but
Yeah.
I gotta up or do that.
See,
I had to try, you know.
See, now,
I wish I had a little
remember
more
what I was
breath.
saying about
Yeah.
you not allowed to die?
Super Game Boy was ingenious. When this came out, it was like, oh my god, now you can actually play Game Boy games and see them. But at the same time, it made it kind of pointless because now, like, a lot of games, which are just watered-down versions of NES games, it's like before the whole appeal was that this was portable, but now it's not necessarily only portable. Like, you could just play it
Well, I
at
don't
home.
have a problem with that.
Yeah, I mean, now I'm thinking differently. Now I feel like I've kind of unfairly excluded or dismissed the Game Boy, Game Boy for a long time.
Right.
Now we're gonna hopefully play more and discover more gems that we haven't played before.
Well,
like,
you know what? Good.
like,
In
yeah.
a way, I'm glad that we never played this because it gives us something to like look forward to.
Yeah, like, I'm looking forward to playing more Game Boy games. I want to play the Super Mario Land sequels. I want to
Mario
play
Land 2, the 6 golden coins.
Yeah, of course, relive some memories. Metroid 2.
Shaq Fu.
Oh yeah, Shaq Fu.
Mortal Kombat on
with
Game
Shaq
Boy.
Fu, just stick to the Super Nintendo version.
Oh yeah, just stick to the Super Nintendo version
Or
because
not
it's
at
so
all.
much better.
The slowdown helped you. It helped you.
Holy shit! I can't believe I made it out of
There you
there.
go. Oh,
Holy! Did you see how close that was?
I did.
Good. Glad you were watching. Well, I mean, these videos are recorded now, so
Yeah.
if anything crazy happens, it's like you can always go back.
Yeah, wasn't that such a crazy idea at the time of recording a game? Like, I remember when I was 12 years old recording.
Honestly,
games.
when we first started doing the nerd videos, like when you did like Castlevania, like I
Yeah.
thought, like back then, like I hadn't seen many people record like Nintendo games and stuff. I might have done it like myself in college. Oh, I guess I did because we did that Mario Segali. No, there's no game footage in that. I don't remember ever seeing like game footage really anybody do that before the Simon's Quest video. Like me personally, I can't think of anybody even doing that. Like even on YouTube, like I don't remember seeing game videos before that. Do you? Am I?
I mean, not that I know of.
Right.
No.
That was like people didn't. It was a rare thing to do. I mean, I know we had the ability to do it, like even in college, but
Yeah, I mean, I did it as a kid.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking right now, like I'm laughing at the idea of all the things that I wish were recorded as a kid that weren't.
right.
Could you imagine like, top 10 gaming experiences that were a
Wow.
one-time thing that weren't recorded?
Yeah. Oh, there would have been so many things.
There was a thing. If I go on to this topic, somebody was playing Super Mario Brothers 3, and this was public too. It was at a bar actually,
Okay.
and it was like a special. It was like a wizard night,
Great.
you know, like the wizard when they
Yeah.
played Mario 3. So it was like they were doing like a.
Oh, it comes out to the side.
That
I didn't know it
sucks.
came out to the
Yeah.
side. I thought it
guess
only
you
went
gotta
straight
watch
down.
those guns. Yeah.
Game over.
Oh, and that's it.
Yeah.
Oh well, you want to hear the Mario 3 thing?
Yeah. So what about Mario 3?
So we were. It was basically like at this bar they were doing a wizard night. It was like, you know, the movie The Wizard where they have that gaming tournament and they're all playing Mario 3. So basically what they did, they had Mario 3 up on a projector and they were having people like take turns playing it. Somebody went up there and I don't know if it was a joke or if they had no experience with the game but just found this awesome just fluke, and somebody went up there and started playing, and they. Do you know the little Goombas that come out? The little Goombas, they circle around you, you know, and you got to shake them off.
Yeah, in Mario 3. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, and you got to like just jump around to shake them off.
Absolutely.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess he didn't know to do that,
Okay.
everybody was like was all screaming at once, like shake him off, shake him off.
And he probably couldn't like know what to do because too many people were screaming.
Yeah,
at
probably
him.
couldn't even hear a thing.
Right.
And he made it all the way through the stage. He made it
With
to the
them
end of
on
the
him?
stage with that thing on him, and it was amazing. And I wish I had. I think this was like right about the time when people started having iPhones, and like I think
You wish you could have been
somebody
recording
it might exist. Somebody might have gotten, because we were at a bar, and like
Yeah.
anybody with a phone could have recorded, but I guess not everybody was like. It was a little bit before. Nowadays, everybody records
Right,
everything,
yeah,
but
yeah.
this was like on the cusp of that. It was like, I really hope somebody has footage of that, because I would love to see that again, because that was the most amazing playthrough of a Mario 3 stage I have ever seen.
Wow.
Operation C, I'd love to play it more. This is a great game. But there's many more Mondays, many more games.